Very much. This is really a fantasy. I'm walking around this party and all these great-looking, well-dressed women are telling me how thick my book is. It's made me, it's fortified something. I don't know what. I really want to express my deep appreciation to George Soros for his hospitality and generosity. George is an amazing man. I think of him as that philosopher, that writer who sort of let his day job get away from him, just dabbling in stocks now and again. But I'm just very grateful to you, George, for your hospitality tonight. I'm not going to say very much about this book other than it was in fruition for a long time. This party may be thought of as sort of my gathering everyone I know who suffered from my neurotic tendencies over the years and saying, here it is, here's the book. So I'm very glad you're all here. The book is about a kind of passage, I think, from late Cold War and the battles in the Third World, notably Haiti, and about which there's a great deal of reporting in the book, to the post-Cold War world where the canopy of ideology that Americans had lived under during the Cold War was withdrawn, and suddenly when confronted with genocide in Bosnia on our television screens every day, there was a great deal of indecision about what to do about it. So there's an enormous amount of reporting on the Balkans and what they represented and the genocide they represented for the United States. And finally, the war on terror, which we, as George said, I think, are still living in one way or another. We're still in Bush's state of exception, even though Bush is gone. Although he's in the minds, I think, of much of the world, perhaps more than in the minds of Americans. I think the Nobel Peace Prize to Barack Obama the other day is an indication of that, of how much the rise of Bush to the rest of the world represented the vision of the worst that America could be, which is a country all-powerful, bounded only by its power, not by law, not by morality. And this was a nightmare vision, and I think the gratitude they have that it is over was expressed partly in the Nobel Prize. But that age we are still absolutely living in today. George talked about the new administration not wanting to go backward, wanting to go forward. It's a lovely phrase. I always think of it as, you know, you're walking down the street, somebody's coming toward you, hit you in the face and knock you down, you look up and you say, why did you do that? And this person says, don't obsess about the past. So we are, as it were, still in a heap on the ground with a bloody nose, and however much we don't want to obsess about the past, it is all around us. And the world that we have made is all around us. We're looking at its ruins now. And I hope the book will do something to illuminate not only how we got there, but decisions we're making even now on Afghanistan and elsewhere, which demonstrate what I call the Athenian problem, which is how does a democracy behave like an empire? There's some obvious contradictions there, and we confront them again and again, repeatedly.